So this literally, as I was going live, just dropped. Let me see if I can grab it. Could Doctor Who be heading back to the Christmas Day slot from 2023? So interesting note here, from 2023. So that would imply that, not 2022. Christmas specials were ditched in 2018 by showrunner Chris Chibnall as part of a wider overhaul of the show, which included a shorter 10-episode series and a move to Sunday nights rather than the show's traditional Saturday night team time slot. Last September, it was announced that the former showrunner Russell T Davies would be returning to Cardiff once more to take the reins of the show's 60th anniversary in 2023 and beyond, with Bad Wolf on board as co-producers. A wave announcement came in May, with the first being the casting of sex education star Ncuti Gatwa being the new Doctor under Russell T Davies. 1 week later, it was announced that David Tennant and Catherine Tate would both be returning to the TARDIS for the 60th anniversary. Ncuti Gatwa is believed to begin filming his inaugural special this Christmas. Later this year, sorry, not this Christmas, I got confused by the Christmas image. Could Ncuti's arrival of the Doctor see the much-loved Christmas special return? A total of 13 Christmas specials have been broadcast since the show revived in 2005, with the seasonal episodes attracting a huge viewing figures. Guest stars and families around the world around the TV on Christmas Day, around the world, I guess around the world as well. TV Zone understands that there are internal talks taking place between Doctor Who and the production team, headed up by Russell T Davies and BBC bosses, about the show potentially returning to its Christmas Day slot for the first time since 2017. It's understood that the proposal would see Doctor Who begin an annual run of Christmas specials from 2023 onwards, which would follow on from the 3-year episode 10 and the tape broadcast as part of the show's 60th anniversary earlier in the year. The BBC declined to comment when approached by TV's own. Talks are understood to be ongoing, meaning nothing is confirmed at this stage. Before then, Doctor Who returns in a feature-length special in October, etc., centenary stuff, etc. What do I think about the idea of Doctor Who returning to the Christmas slot for 2023? Honestly, I really hope it happens, because I know, look, here's the thing with the Christmas specials, right? I know the Christmas specials, they got a lot of flack over the years, A lot of people said that they were kind of bad, and admittedly, some were better than others. But personally, for me, nothing beats the magic of having Doctor Who on Christmas. I don't know what it is. Even if I didn't like the episode that had just played, or I wasn't as big a fan of it as some others, there's still just something magical about Christmas and Doctor Who being on that's kind of lost on, New Year's Day. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's nostalgia talking. Maybe it's just childhood memories. But I don't know, man. Something about Doctor Who on Christmas, regardless of whether the episode's, great or not, hits different. Twice Upon a Time, that one, obviously, I have, mixed feelings about it. I've grown to like it more of a time, but it's still definitely not my favourite by any means. But that ending scene with the Christmas Day armistice, when the 12th Doctor and the 1st Doctor are on the World War I battlefield, that stuff is great. And I don't know, there's a level of magic to Christmas that I just don't think is present with New Year's Day. So personally for me, I'd love it if they brought back the slot. I have seen some people talking about, because in the wake of this article, obviously they mentioned, as you might have just seen, the move to the Sunday slot. I've seen some people saying, can we keep the Sunday slot? Should we move it back to Saturday? Personally, for me, I do prefer Saturdays. And I know that some people prefer Sundays, but for me personally, I think when you got to think of it as a kid's show as well, I think Saturday's just such a more exciting night than Sundays is. Does that make sense? With Saturdays, you've got the sort of excitement of having another day of the weekend to go before, normal life resumes and, you got to go back to school or work. With Sunday, it's kind of depressing. Everyone's getting ready to go back to normal life. It's kind of a bit more low-key, you're sort of zonked out after having, a big dinner sometimes, Firstly, for me, I prefer the Saturday slot, but yeah, Christmas for 2023, I would love. I really hope they do that, because I've missed the Christmas slot. I know that a lot of people have their mixed views on the Christmas specials, but I just think there's an indescribable magic to the Christmas slot that I just don't think you get as much with the New Year's slot, in my opinion. Do you think the centenary will be a 2-part? I doubt it. I think it is just one 90-minute episode, if what Russell has said is to be believed, and I don't see why he would lie about that in particular, given it's not his episode necessarily. New Year's Day, you only maybe go to some relatives and clean up fireworks residue. Yeah, again, it's that same thing, the same principle with the Sundays. It's kind of a bit of a more low-key affair, everyone's sort of hungover on New Year's Day and tired. No one wants to do anything. I just think, I don't know, that some of the magic is lost. Obviously, you know, on a technical level, New Year's Day is only a week later, so it's not even like a timing issue. Like, it doesn't really matter either way. Although I'm always away for New Year's, so I personally, for my own schedule, I would prefer it on Christmas as well. Obviously, it doesn't make that much of a difference if it airs a week later, but I just think there's some level of excitement for Christmas specials that's not there for New Year's.